Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Dale Calvert with you. Just a real quick example of what you never want to buy. Uh, I had someone yesterday, and they said that they picked up a 1992 Leaf wax at the flea market for unopened, factory sealed for $20. And I said, "Did you check pricing?" They said, "Well, no." Always check pricing because on the surface you think 1992 Leaf. That's old. It hasn't been opened. The amount of product that was produced back during that era is hard to really wrap your mind around. And I'll just give you a quick example here. Just this is from my own personal collection. And I'm trying to get through a lot of this stuff because obviously here's a 1992 Leaf factory seal. Still got all the sealing around. It's never been opened. I originally bought this for $16.95. There's the price tag, and it was at like a Big Lots or some kind of discount store. And haven't touched it, put it away. And this particular wax box, somebody paid $20 for yesterday at the flea market. This particular wax box is worth less today than what I paid for it. What was that? 30 years ago? Over 30 years ago. Now, I'm trying to get rid of all this stuff. So, what's the best way to do that? And I'm going to share that with you. How do you liquidate wax? How do you liquidate junk wax? How do you liquidate them? What do you do? So, if we go on eBay here, you can see if I wanted to, I could go in and buy 10 boxes factory sealed in a case for $199. Actually, one sold for less than $199 because you see the line drawn through it. And if you just look at some of the prices on this, here's 3 boxes for $50. This box sold for $17.50. This is series 1 and series 2. You see the gold and the silver. The gold is series 2. So it has all series 2 cards in it. The original has series 1, which would have come out earlier in the year. You see somebody got lucky. They got $32 for theirs, but they free shipping. It's going to cost $15 minimum to send this box anywhere. It's heavy. $14.99, $14.99. You can go on at $10.50. There's one. $10.50, $17 shipping. So there's no value. So how do you find value in these type of boxes? And this is one of the worst examples. This is one of the worst boxes because in general, 92 was not a good year for baseball. There was not a lot of good rookies that came out during that year. It's a bad year in general. So what am I going to do? And I'm going to share with you exactly what I'm going to do with this wax. I'm actually getting ready to do it today. So I thought it'd be good just to share this concept with you because you're going to run into this. Hopefully not, but you will. So I'm going to go 1992 Leaf, and I'm going to type in PSA, just PSA, PSA 9, because this is a rough, hard to grade also because it has a black border around it. The centering was not real good, even coming from the factory. So you can have real sharp corners, but the centering is an issue with these. But let me do a real quick search here. And these are some special inserts. I really don't know anything about those. And I'm gonna look at highest price first. What cards are worth the most in this set? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So Will Clark PSA 9, which I think is not going to sell for that most of the time. Somebody got lucky on this, in my opinion. But I'm just going to go through here and look and see what's actually sold. Okay, Griffey will always sell. So you can see Griffey's around. Somebody took an offer for less than 39. Somebody took an offer here for less than 49. So let's just keep looking here. This is probably the best card in this set, which is the Pedro Martinez rookie card. It's not a lot of high demand for that card, but there's Dodgers fans and Pedro fans that would like to have this card. And I'm just looking. I think I did my search out for PSA 9 because 10s are almost impossible with this set. You get a 9, you've done well, because again, the centering is terrible on a lot of these. The black border shows chips real easily. It's a tough set to grade as well. But $39, that's not bad. They had evidently some of these gold. You can see this is a gold, not black. So these might be a few special inserts in some of these cards. That would be a good one to find. Nolan Ryan here, 39. Here's another Nolan Ryan. That's his regular card for 30. So you can see there's about 5 or 6 cards here that are worth grading, because it's going to cost you $20 to grade it, remember? So you're only looking at $10 profit. But if you have 3 or 4 cards like that for $10 profit, you make $30 or $40. Say you did pick this leaf wax up at the flea market for 20. If you can pull 4 cards out of here that you can send for grading, and you get lucky and they do come back at least a 9, and you sell them and you make $40, well, you still doubled your money. So don't, when you make mistakes, and this, in my opinion, would be a mistake to buy this for $20. But if you do make a mistake, there's still always ways out of it. But if you ever see this particular 1992 Leaf or anything from 92, pretty much, run, run, run would be my suggestion. Don't buy it. Too many other deals out there. Okay, here's a Ken Griffey. That Ken Griffey's always going to come through for you. But you can see this one sold for just a little bit more than what it would cost to have it graded. And as we go down, you can see 24 for Pedro. Here's a Griffey Diamond King, $24. Don Mattingly. This has got that gold. See, there's a gold border around the black. Don Mattingly, 92 Leaf, gold. So this is some kind of special insert gold right there, that gold stripe, 24. Again, you're taking a risk. Jim Thome, this is his actual rookie card. You're taking a risk to have these graded, unless you're really confident it's going to come back a 10. And who can be confident about that, honestly? Because you can see, even in this case, the Jose Canseco. So for $20.75, well, if it costs you $20 to have the card graded, you're not making any money. There's Nolan Ryan, Griffey again, Pedro. This is a Bo Jackson, I think, or Barry Bonds. Maybe $4 for Barry Bonds. We don't know exactly what that sold for. Frank Thomas. This is his second year, I believe. Some type of Diamond King card you would have lost money on. This Nolan, PSA 9. Lost money. You can see, we can go down through here. Everything else, you're losing money because you're paying more to have it graded. This is where an alternative grader, as you've heard me talk about, may make sense for some of these cards. If you have any questions on whether it would grade a 10 or not. And that's really, look, that's it for eBay. This is the only thing. Look, this was sold for 88 cents. Are you kidding me? So there's no demand for these cards in general. They're a tough grade. It's $92 is not worth picking up, in my opinion. Even if you could get a brand new factory sealed box at the flea market for less than $10, run. Because not that you can't work your way out and get your money back and maybe make a small profit, but you can take the same amount of money that you spent for this, put it in something else, the same amount of time that it's going to take to process this, put that time into another project, put the money into another project, and feel confident that you can make 3, 4, 5, 600% return on your money. It's not just about can I get my money or can I make a profit. It really comes down to where do I put my money and my time to get the biggest return for for my money and my effort. It really comes down to your time is the most valuable asset that you have, and that the money that you have to invest and put it in places that will give you the biggest return. Now, some people on the surface see this 30-year-old sealed wax pack for less than $20. How can I lose? And honestly, you'll make money with this if you know what you're doing. I'll make money when I open this. I will make money with this. But where can my time, energy, and effort be spent that makes more sense than with this particular box? That's why I haven't touched it in 30 years, because it's not worth it. But at this point in my collectible career and what we're doing with CMG Sports Card Investments is I want to get through as much of this stuff and get everything that I have processed before I start adding cases of other product or etc. So I hope this helped you. I hope it gives you something to think about. Don't beat yourself up for taking a chance. Never beat yourself up for taking a chance. You can still come out okay with this, but understand that your time is the most valuable asset that you have. You're taking, what could you take that $20? I mean, you can take that $20 and go to a show and buy 20 cards from a dollar bin that you know you could flip over time. Probably not next week, but you could flip over time with very little effort and double, triple, quadruple your money. That's a better move than spending $20. And we all get excited when we find product at flea market, especially sealed product. And we have visions of grandeur. Learn, become self-educated, make smart decisions. Unfortunately, the 92 Leap baseball sealed factory, if it's more than $5, it's probably not going to be a good decision. Hope this gives you something to think about. We'll talk to you again soon. Have a good one.